Tifu by banging my first cousin. Have you considered joining the Giant Ranga or some other military group that will throw you to fight some unknown conflict in the middle of nowhere for several years, teach you a new language, and give you citizenship of another country? That's probably your best option right now. He's already pretty damn strange. LMAO. She is a savage for not sleeping with a pillow. Who does that? I'm not saying there's a correlation between people who sleep without pillows and people who blow their cousins, but I'm not saying that either. I usually sleep with my head in my arms rather than a pillow. But I have yet to give my cousin enthusiastic oral sex. Just start saving up to move far away from anyone who ever knew you. As soon as I saw there was a girlfriend involved, I was really hoping this was just gonna be some weird threesome story where you ended up having the feels for your cousin post-poke. But nope. There is. You left non-familial punani and went and covered your first cousin with her second cousins. Yep. That's foo. Actually, they would be first cousins once removed. I just realized that if they conceived a baby, it would be second cousins to itself. At least it wasn't your sister, I guess. He missed out. Jaime fucking Lannister. Usually in Tifu stories there is some shred of a defense explaining away what happened, but not this time. There was cum everywhere, like where her face was. Yeah bruv. Edited. A cum chalk outline of some grisly murder. Jackson Pollock meets Keith Haring. I look forward to reading your XGFS future posts in r/trashy. Me reading this thread and comments. All I can think of, every time I thought it hit rock bottom, I discovered another rockier bottom. Apostrophe. I don't think even Bojack would duck his cousin in a drunken stupor. He ducked his TV daughter, not so far off. Honestly, the inordinately high frequency with which Redditors seem to bang close relatives, crap themselves in public, lose things up their body cavities, and leave their Bluetooth speakers on is shocking. Tifu by banging my married cousin and blasting porn on my parents' Bluetooth speakers while being poisoned by carbon monoxide, and now my phone is stuck up my ass despite having explosive diarrhea for 2 days because of the gas station dick pills I took after drinking too much when my mom found my special coconut. That's it, folks. We are done here. Set r/Tifu to private. I feel bad for your GF. Drove you around and helped you while you were drunk, and then this happens. I don't want to make you feel even worse, but this is just a whole new level. I agree. I feel terrible. Okay, you win. That's ducked up. Let me tell you, it's not a great feeling. My GF was right there and would have happily slept with me. Apparently I have issues. I'm a ducking moron. Did you ever have a secret crush on said cousin? Incest larvae. Saka blew his load on his cousin's face. I'm done. Don't ever drink again. And I mean ever. I mean, I have drunk with family members, and not once in my blackout drunkenness did I think to crawl into bed with them and molest their genitals. Maybe you just haven't found the right cousin. Why did she just start giving you BJ? I guess this is a good point. Why would she do that? Well, she was shit-faced too, and the other detail that I didn't think would be relevant, but I guess it does a decent job explaining this, is that I remember her being super wet, like right away, so I guess she was into it too. Under the circumstances, she's always been kind of strange, on a lot of medication, and I lived in a different state for most of our lives, so we didn't know each other that well. Who knows, man? I guess we are both just ducked up. Buddy, the first thing you gotta do is talk to the cousin. The absolute ducking last thing you want is to not be on the same page, and for there to be even a ducking sniff of an allegation that you're forced your own cousin into this situation. I'm sick of wholesome Tifus with a happy ending and living happily forever after. This is what I'm here for. Tales of duckery that will bring shame and suffering for generations to come. Thank you. Hell, I feel shame for even having read it. This is the good shit. What are you doing, step cousin? LMAO, I hate this. People wonder why those pornos are so popular. I don't think I've ever been that tossed before, man. Indeed, ducked up. My cousins ducked in a similar fashion years ago. They were all drunk and thought it would be cool to have 4 people in the shower, girlfriends and boyfriends. They'd also turned out, so the lights in the apartment, I dunno. Drink logic? The boyfriend of my female cousin ducked the girlfriend of my male cousin and the 2 cousins ducked. How I know this? They came out with it and joked about it at Pop's wake. Nan was shocked but still laughed. Keep going, I'm not finished. If that story is true, then r/Tifu is officially closed for business. You won. What about the guy who fapped to his wife's sister's VR porn? Not drunk at all BTW and ruined his marriage because she walked in on him? That one seemed worse than this. Somehow. Well, that was a glorious train wreck. I expected some kind of never met this cousin etc shit, but you came right out swinging with the I knew it was my cousin card, and now I'm not sure who should be more disgusted. You, your GF, your cousin, or me for having my eyes violated with this filth. Even after he said his cousin was coming, I was like, okay, his cousin that he knew was his cousin is not the cousin he's going to duck. It will be one of her friends who he didn't know was his cousin. I was very disappointed. I thought this was going to be a somehow the GF and the cousin ended up switching between the guest and master bedroom man, being a little drunk and not paying particularly close attention to the woman in his own bed. He started getting handsy with the cousin before realizing what was happening, sort of situation. How did it end up going so wrong? If true, this is the best Tifu. Simple, life-changing, and no path to redemption. Beautiful. Now this is a proper duck up. You can't outrun this. But you can change your name and identity. It's not ducking your cousin if you're a different person. Great plan, you/claustrophac. Welp. At least you know you pulled out. I know Op said there was no silver lining, but this could truly be it. Welcome to the Ducking Reddit Hall of Fame, my dude. You're up there with the greats now. Don't forget your poop knife. Cue the phrase enthusiastic cousin blowjob across all front page comment sections moving forward. Everyone was cool with that, because who's safer than family, right? Alabama has entered the chat. No, my cousin and I are not going to start hooking up regularly. Alabama has left the chat. Edit. Thank you for the silver U/2 for South. Quite a fitting name. Gotta say, that's the most appropriate username I've seen. Give an award to a comment. Yeah, this is the biggest duck up I've ever read on here, and I think I need a break from the internet today, tbh. I think a serious discussion with your cousin is needed. Wanna do it again? This is the kind of thing that ruins a person's trust in their future significant others. Like, forever. If you can't even trust someone around their own family, what's left? Lol. Poor girl. I hope she finds someone that takes better care of her, and I also hope you seek professional help so that this mistake doesn't eat you alive in the end. Yeah. Even if by some miracle my GF were to forgive me, I think I would just tell her to move on and find somebody else better. Imagine marrying a person and periodically thinking back on that time they banged their cousin. Nah, not putting that on her. Despite having messed up harder than nearly anyone I've ever seen, you somehow seem to be extremely self-aware and not at all putting up defenses. I don't really understand how you exist. We need an update to this situation. Please don't let this be the end of the story. We need closure. Duckin nominating this for the 2020 Tifu Awards. Holy shit. This is up there with Poop Knife and the Great Coconutting of 2017. Holy duck, dude. Unholy duck. Dude. It's not over. She already told someone. All your relatives is gonna know. Maybe. Not like I can be mad at her if she does. Really? I did this to myself. I feel terrible for her. At this point your best bet is the French Foreign Legion. #2 is ghosting everyone. #3 is both you and your cousin ghosting everyone while keeping the bang gang together. Don't worry, everybody feels a little weird when they bang their first cousin. but by the fourth one it's just routine. I'm not even going to pretend to know how you feel, but I can say I've done some really messed up shit when drunk and certain hormones kick in. The most important thing, as hard as this is going to be, is go talk to someone, like a professional. Because this is the kind of shit that is going to eat you alive inside every time you think about it, unless you process it right. While our society sees this as wrong, and I kind of agree it's not the best thing ever, and clearly you do too. People have been doing this kind of stuff all throughout history. I'm sorry it happened to you, but you're only human, bud. You'll just have to learn to forgive yourself, and put this behind you, and probably never tell any future girlfriends. God has left the chat. Alabama has joined the chat. Pornhub has joined the chat. What are you doing first, cousin? It's your cousin. Let's go blowing. Question: does your cousin look anything like your now former girlfriend? I'm talking hair color, body type, anything that would confuse you into thinking you were in your actual bed. Yes, they are pretty similar. But I walked out of my room and into hers. I never sleep in the spare room. I had to have known what I was doing. Since I don't see very much adult advice on this feed, I'm going to give you my take. My honest advice is to take action and seek professional help. Like, do it now. Even if you think it's unnecessary, talk to someone who can sort through your feelings and also advise you on how to deal with family problems which might arise. I might also suggest going to an AA meeting. Really work on yourself hard. And you can find growth and strength through overcoming this psychologically horrible / traumatizing event. This could be your life's defining moment. Try to define it by tackling everything in a positive way, rather than letting the fallout define you. I wish you the best. How do you get that drunk? Dude, I feel sorry for your ex. What a ducking awful thing to experience. I feel sorry for her too. And getting blackout drunk is easy. You just keep going. I've gotten blackout drunk. I've never gotten my cousin blackout drunk. I really hope you're making this up because damn man. Even in my most drunken state of my life I wouldn't try to duck my cousin, lol. AWW man, you made a throwaway for this. Oh god, this is true. What kind of meal plan or supplement plan are you on? Surprise, you can get a boner while being completely wasted / blacked out. I've never had problems with that while drunk. Used to think it was a blessing. Now I think it's a curse. The hardest whiskey dick in the West. Sorry to be that guy, but if you haven't heard from your girlfriend since then, how do you know exactly what she heard, whether she entered the room, and how she responded? She did call me a couple days later and told me why she left. Because I wasn't going to assume that she knew the whole story. I guess I had some hope that she didn't know everything. So I was asking her why she left. Since then I think she has my number blocked though. I don't know for a fact if she entered the room or really what she felt. She told me she heard the noises outside the door, though. Get a therapist, please. You may not talk about it your first visit, but it will help eventually. Hey, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.